chain of gang. When the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, the top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. There he goes, right side. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles. And now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got to work.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Watson, off play action. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Demetric Felton. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
Well, this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Tackle by Jordan Elliott. Now it's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Browns defense stands tall. They begin this drive with Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Watson. This complete to David Bell. And then he stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 70 yards. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, 45 yards. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break. Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it,
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that one,
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They run him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So a long drive, 11 plays all told, but in the end, they come away with nothing.
And what can you do from an offensive standpoint except pat your kicker on the head and say, get them next time?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Watson on first down. It's caught. Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. On second and 9, Watson. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as these guys will have it to start the fourth as time has run out. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And again, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. They've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL. It's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now it's Mahomes again.
And this will be incomplete. What can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down, here's Chubb again.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. To throw is Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Caught on a slant, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Show them what you got. Come on. Show them what you got. Phone it in now. Play here. Yellow.
One final try for Mahomes. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football